Why do I fall asleep when I am praying in tongues? This is a question that a number of people have asked me, and today I also experienced the same thing. It was not the first time, but when I experienced it today, I remember the question that those people have been asking me over the times I've been praying in tongues. And so I decided to talk about it today. Now, today I had quite a difficult day, quite a busy day. And so when I came back to the house, I was very tired. And then because I was very tired, inwardly I was also not very peaceful because I had spent quite a considerable time outside the house, which meant that I was not praying or communing with God. So when I came back, I knew I was tired. And so I said, do I go to bed and take a nap or do I pray? So I said, no, I can't take a nap because a nap will not give me peace. What I need is to pray. So that is exactly what I did. I began praying. So I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. So after about an hour and a half of continuous praying, that is when actually I began feeling very, very sleepy. So at that point, I said, I think I can now take a nap. Now, at that point, I remembered the question that people who were praying in tongues and falling asleep were asking me. Is it an attack from the devil or what is it? Now, what I have to say is that it depends with the circumstances. And from my own experience, most of the time when you pray in tongues and fall asleep, it is because of actually God's doing. Because the Bible is very clear that sleep is a blessing. It is a blessing from God. Because there are scriptures like from the book of Ecclesiastes which talks about this, the sleep of a laborer is sweet, but the wealth of the rich permits them no sleep. And then there is a mention in Psalms, should be 127, the one that says, the one that begins with, unless the Lord builds a house, the laborers labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the watchman stays awake in vain. And it is in vain to wake up early and go late to bed eating bread of anxious toil. In that scripture, the Lord makes it clear that He is the one who actually gives rest to people. Basically, He is the one who gives sweet sleep to people at night. So what I came to learn is that when you are praying in tongues, you are actually working. That is something that sometimes we forget. You see, when you are praying in tongues, you are doing the same exact thing that the people of the world are doing. The difference is that for you, you are toiling, like you are working for the Lord, or you are working to gain peace and rest from the Lord. But you see, the people of the world, when they are working to find peace and rest from the things they are going after, their sinful passions and all those evil things that they are seeking. So at the end of the day, because you have been seeking God, and God also has promised us rest, it is not very strange for you to actually fall asleep. So usually what will happen is that He will give you this sense of peace around you, just so much peace around you. And then that peace, of course, it will just make you naturally feel very comfortable and very peaceful enough to actually rest.